Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing pretty good myself. My neighbor is currently mowing his lawn right now, so I do apologize if you could hear that. But anyway, today's video is about my gaming backlog, and I just kind of want to talk about the games that I want to play. And these are kind of just some thoughts that I have about the games that I want to play next and some things I've been thinking about. So firstly, the game that I'm playing right now is Oblivion. I made a video about it, and the footage you're watching right now is probably from Oblivion. Or maybe it isn't, but either way, right now I'm playing Oblivion. And I talked about how much fun I'm having with it and how I think it's a great game. And I still believe that, but I'm a little worried that I'm starting to get burnt out of it. And I'm really not that far into the game, which is concerning. I can't really remember a time when I got burnt out of a game like this. Well, I don't want to say I'm burnt out of it, because I'm not like totally burnt out of it yet, but it's just not as exciting to me as it was even just a few days ago, now that I think about it. But yeah, I'm not super sick of the game, but there's just so many other games that I want to play too, which we'll get to. And I guess we can talk about that now. So I have a lot of games that I want to play sometime soon, but there are so many that I don't think I'm going to be able to play them all soon. I mean, there's not a crazy amount, it's just that a lot of them are really big games that are going to take a long time, Oblivion being one of them. The games that I want to play right now, besides Oblivion, are the Mass Effect trilogy, Skyrim, and Fallout 3 and New Vegas. The game that I want to play next is Mass Effect, and I'm honestly really excited to play it. And I'm excited to play all of these, but I think the first one I'm going to play next is Mass Effect. I got the whole trilogy for $25 on Amazon, and it came on a disc too, so I was quite pleased with that. At the time when I bought it, that was less than half the price it would have cost to buy it on the Xbox store, so that was nice. And it's a physical copy, which I like. But anyway, I was talking about how the next game I'm going to play is Mass Effect. But yeah, my decreasing interest for the game I'm currently playing, combined with my excitement for all the other games I want to start playing, kind of puts me in an awkward situation. I want to play Oblivion, but I'm not as excited about it anymore. And I still, like I said, I'm not super sick of it, but there are a lot of other games that I want to play. And I don't really want to play more than one game at a time. I don't really like that idea, and I don't really want to do that. For some reason, I just don't really like the idea of, playing more than one game at a time, especially story games. I'm not too worried about, losing track of what's happening in Oblivion, but, I don't know, I just don't really want to play more than one game at a time. And another reason that I don't want to do that is footage for these videos. You're probably watching Oblivion right now, and I'll have videos with Call of Duty footage sprinkled in here and there. And besides having Call of Duty every once in a while, I want to keep the footage as one game at a time. I just don't like the idea of constantly switching games. Going back and forth for each video. Maybe you guys, if anyone's watching, if you wouldn't mind that, then maybe I would do it. But again, I just don't really want to play more than one game at a time. But maybe my opinion will change on that. But I think it would just be nice to have all my videos for a while be one game and then switch to another game. Although one thing that I'm not too sure about is if Mass Effect footage would even be good for videos like this. I've never actually played Mass Effect, and I don't really know what it looks like when you're playing the game, so I'm not sure if that would be good footage for videos like this. And in that case, it would just be probably just anything that I didn't use, like any footage from Oblivion that I didn't use, or Call of Duty. But I don't have that much footage from Call of Duty, so I would have to spend some time getting footage for that. But yeah, I'm hoping it's fine and the footage is fine to use in videos. And if not, then I'll have to figure something out. Then maybe in that case, I would be more open to playing multiple games at once, probably Skyrim, so that I would have footage. I definitely don't want to be playing Mass Effect and a Fallout game at the same time, because those are both heavy story focused games. Or I guess Fallout isn't as much, but I just don't want to like lose track of what's happening. In Oblivion, I'm not as worried about that, and I would assume Skyrim is going to be similar. Maybe Fallout would be kind of similar because it has like a quest log just like Skyrim and Oblivion, but I feel like I wouldn't want to do that with those games. But yeah, I'm honestly really excited to get to all these games, and I guess we'll just have to see what happens with the footage and playing all these games. I'll just have to see if I do end up playing 2 at a time. But one thing I was thinking about is how my gaming backlog isn't like most people's. Because you know how people, like most people think of a gaming backlog as just something they want to get done. You know, when people talk about backlogs, they talk about how they're gonna get through all these games. And I've kind of been talking about that, but I actually want to play these games, whereas most people's backlogs are games that they feel like they just have to get through. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I honestly just wanted to get my thoughts down and talk about this because it's been on my mind a lot. I can't wait to play all these games, and I guess that's all I wanted to talk about. I think that's going to be about it for the video. I hope this entertained you somehow. If you made it to the end, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.